Okay, so here we have a 6-inch Inline Fly Extractor Fan. It is a 6-inch, but it's got a reducer on it to fit a 4-inch flexi duct or piping. Or it could be 5-inch, but then it looks too big, so I'm going with 6. So yeah, the main reason why I got one of these is because next year I'm going to be modifying my shed, the layout of it and that, so I can use it as a, well, pretty much like a workshop near enough, rather than just a storage shed really, because that was the deal when I moved up here, is that shed's mine at the bottom. So next year I'm going to be modifying it, plus I'm repairing it as well, because it's got rotten bits of wood here and there, so I'm going to give it a facelift and whatnot. And yeah, so I'm going to put a 20 amp supply down there. That should be all I need, because I'm just tapping off the original house ring, so I'll just put a 20 amp double pole switch there and then just run an armour cable out to it. So yeah, so this thing will help get rid of the fumes of my experiments and stuff. Did I also touch bases that I'm building a control panel as well for stuff, but that's next year, so not too shabby. So this thing, been testing it out, and it's quite impressive, to be fair. The air output of this thing, because air goes in that way, as you can see, and then goes out that way. So it pulls 33 watts. It's an Xpelair. It's a good brand, this one. Xpelair and Axia are good brands, but come to think of it, the small 4-inch extractors that we get nowadays, I suppose the base model is a bit shit, they don't last very long, but I suppose it's just the way the things go. But this is basically 2-speed motor in here, because it has 2-speed settings, and it only rotates one way. That's pretty much it. So it's got a nice big nice big pitch on them blades. That's grease on there, believe it or not, because I have been using it to, when we've been cooking on air, it has been sat there and it's just chucking the air away. So that's grease, not a nicotine dust or anything, because no one in the household smokes apart from me. But that's it really. So when you first get this, if you ever get one of these, it's pretty straightforward on how to connect them up, but I just thought I'd quickly go through it before I switch it on, how the connections are. So all it is 2 Phillips screws, very, very small Phillips head screws. These are very, very small. You can just get away with a very worn PH2 bit. It's more like a PH or PZ1, I think, will work. Anyway, so you take the lid off, and this is what the connections look like. Oops. You've actually got a diagram here which actually shows you what does what. For example, it's in different languages, but there is English in there. So apparently neutral is common, low speed is L1, fast speed is L2, Q off is switch, and then speed selector, but we've only got low, medium and neutral. So when you first take the lid off, your connector block, or the connections points, will not look like this. I've actually moved it over one so I can see what's what, and the connections actually are labelled up. So L1 is low speed, L2 is high speed, and N is obviously your neutral. When you first get into this side of the connector block will be over here, covered by this metal plastic tag. Don't know why it's like that, but it is what it is. So I've tested low speed and it works pretty good, to be fair. It's quite quiet, but Yeah, so it is what it is. So you can actually have it in that one and run it, or that one and run it, but don't link them both out. So don't put your mains there and then put a link wire from there to there, because then you'll blow the motor up within a couple of seconds. Trust me, I've done that before. That was a bit of a sight. It'd run normally, then all of a sudden it would just go bang, and that'll be the end of that. Because you're basically running two of the windings at the same time, and it just went bang. And it happened on a shaded pole motor, where this one is not. It's more like a 3-speed motor, but only 2-speed. Anyway, so what I'll do is I wanted to check if I could switch between the two, and I think I would be able to. So yes, should not be too bad, because I want this connected up to my control panel and I can flick between high and low with a flick of the switch. That'll be that easy, but I'll see what it'll be like. So if you get to yours and has not got any labels on it, on the connections, let's see, what is it? The brown is speed 1, black is speed 2, and white's in negative or neutral. So I'll run it on 2 different speeds just to show you what it's like. So this is a bit of twin and earth, 1.5mm in circumference. I've locked the earth off because it is a double insulated appliance, and it's only hooked up temporary to a 3A plugged up, or 13A plugged up with a 3A fuse. So yes, but I will disconnect it when I change the speeds over, because I don't trust these sockets, because this one over here is just starting to work properly. You see it's off here, flick on, it's on. Ladies and gentlemen, this video has been put on hold for a minute because we got a cracking of a storm just rolling in. Yeah! Look at the fucking state of that sky. Yeah! Okay, so the connection's tight. Always make sure you give all electrical connections a quick tug. See if they move. If they don't, happy days. If they do, oh, you got to sort it out. So let's flicker on to speed 2. So again, good airflow and good air output. I'm happy with that. And there you have it. That's pretty much it. There's a bit of a view around my back. So that's why the motor is in there. That's 2 screws to mount it on securely. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Anyway, thanks for watching.